Okay, so is clerical continence that is regulated by the calendar slash priestly ministry wrong? It seems purity at the altar is the main focus for Easterners? Question mark. Well, okay. I did a video on this on my other channel, Distinguo. I think it's like this one church keeps this biblical truth, something like that. But basically, when it comes to the apostolic practice, this is what's very important. The apostolic practice was to have both married and unmarried clerics. But there was the practice of what's called clerical continence. So clerical continence meant that after one's ordination, they were not able to engage in sexual relations. So this is the foundation for the prescriptions in the New Testament that men be husbands of one wife. You know, husbands of one wife didn't mean don't be a polygamist. You know, that's not what it meant. It was referring to actually successive marriage. So if you were on your second or third or fourth wife, because if you were continent, you couldn't get remarried. After your wife died, that would show a certain degree of incontinence in the eyes of the church. And this took a number of different forms to try to keep to this standard of clerical continence. But eventually it was discovered to be, not obeyed in a widespread way. So there was two options that sort of went down. The one option was in the Latin West. They said, okay, clerical continence has been the principle since the beginning of the church. So what we're going to do in the West is we're just going to say we need to keep the clerical continence. And having married priests, they always, scandalize the faithful by their actions. They're not keeping to their vows, et cetera, et cetera. So we just need to, just not ordain married priests anymore. That was the way that the Latin West went. The Greek East, they decided to, after forging certain documents from North African councils, what the East decided to do is the East decided that they were just going to get rid of the prescription of clerical continence to begin with. And they were just going to allow men to, be married and to sleep with their wives. This and the Latin West, upon, the establishment of Eastern rites and things like that, decided to permit, for the sake of the unity of the church, to permit this fall from apostolic rigor. So I mean, yeah, the church can permit it. There's nothing intrinsically or essentially immoral about having priests who have relations with their wives. It's just a sort of less ideal situation that the church permits.